Something that I'm constantly reminded about is Einstein said that compound interest is the most powerful law in human existence. Now, how can you actually apply it to you? Well, first, let's take a step backwards and let's look at the people that are super duper fit. Chances are they didn't get like that overnight. Chances are they've been put in consistent amount of hard training, from their diet to the working out, to get to where they are. And on the other side of that, if somebody is very round, maybe they're very fat, maybe they're even obese, chances are they didn't get like that overnight. How does this apply to everything that you do? Well, if you look at the very big billionaires, they didn't get like that overnight either, unless it's somebody that inherited the billions. And then, yes, it can definitely be an overnight sensation. But most people that have built their wealth have built it on the consistency of effort and action. And it's the compound interest of the market, it's the compound interest of their actions over and over, day in and day out, whether it's sunny or like this. They keep doing the hard things. They keep doing the things that are difficult over and over until they get the results they want. You can do the same things. You can get similar results, because the truth is, if somebody has been able to do it, then you can too. If somebody has been able to create an amazing life, an amazing business, an amazing family, and they came from somewhere that maybe that's not the normal reality, maybe it's not the rule, maybe it's the exception to the rule. Well, you can also be the exception to the rule. You can create an amazing business, an amazing family, an amazing life, even if you came from somewhere that is very difficult, even if you came from somewhere that's not what usually happens. Maybe you grew up in war zones like I did. Maybe you had lots of accidents like I did. Maybe you've even almost died twice like I did. But maybe you had that vision. You had that wherewithal where you said, hey, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. What matters is what I do with all of that. So by letting go of the past, forgetting about the future, and being in the present moment consistently, day in and day out, and taking those small actions consistently over and over, over and over, until you do get the results you want, that is the definition of perseverance, but it's also the definition of compound interest. Because the truth is, if you want something big, if you want something nice, chances are you're probably going to have very tough days. You're going to have people quit. You're going to have people leave. You're going to have people potentially even pass. Maybe it's even somebody that was close to you. Maybe it's somebody that molded you. Well, instead of dwelling on the negative portions, you can put all of the goodness together, all of the things that they taught you together, and you can do the hard work day in and day out to make them proud. And if you don't have anybody like that, if you don't have any good examples, then you can be your own example. You can be the one that says, hey, I don't care what happened. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. But it made me a strong, resilient person that I am right now. And I am so strong, I am so resilient that it does not matter what will happen in the future. It doesn't matter how many people leave. It doesn't matter how many challenges I face, how big the tests are. None of that matters. The only thing that matters and the only thing that you control is what you do in this moment, right now. So if you want to truly, truly achieve something great, you have to learn how to let go of the past. You have to learn how to let go of all of the negativity. Anything that is not helping you right now, let it go. let it go. Leave it in the past. Because the truth is, it doesn't matter. And the other truth is, nobody cares. Nobody cares until you show them why to care. Nobody cares what happened to you until you're standing on that pedestal, until you're standing with that big gold medal, until you're standing on top of that building. Nobody's gonna care how many struggles or anything that you've been through until you win, until you show them that you are that person that can overcome anything, that can overcome that accident, that can overcome abuse, that can overcome even the world adversity. How many children, how many kids went through a world that is now completely different than maybe you and I went through back in the day? How many of them are still so resilient? They don't care that COVID shut down the world for 2 years. They don't care because we all went through it. We all went through COVID. But the people that persevere are the ones that say, hey, it doesn't matter that this happened. It doesn't matter what is going to happen in the future. I'm going to plan and I'm going to make good plans, but I'm also going to be resilient. If something happens that, maybe it's not how we planned it, but you can adapt, you can overcome. And that is why we have such a big frontal cortex. That is why humans have developed the large brains that we have, so we can look at challenges, we can look at difficulties, we can look at all of the problems that we have and just understand that they're tests. They're tests to test your resolve. They're tests to make sure that you are 100% committed to what you want to create. Because anything that was created, that we see that was created by humans, was first made in somebody's mind. And chances are they probably had to go through big struggles, big challenges. They had to overcome unseen difficulties. Because we don't see the difficulties. We don't see the 10, 20, 30 years of hard work. We just see the result. We see the big muscles or the beautiful buildings, and we say, well, of course they did it because they're this person. Well, if they can do it, so can you. And I know you can do it because if you're watching this, you're that type of person. Because if you're still here, you are that person that can do anything and you will do whatever it is that you set your mind, body, and soul to. I know because I'm that type of person. I know because I have overcome so many difficulties and challenges. And if I've done it, I know you can too. Thank you for watching. This is Nikita. Stay peaceful, my friends. Let's go.